ball.
That's going to be their ball.
Wow, that was some toughness shown by McGee on that one.
It was. So we'll see what
their ball.
It was holding against the Tigers. So McGee fumbles the ball, so it's going to be Brave football around the 45. That's what we think, but the Zebras are meeting there at the midfield.
Yeah, I must admit I didn't see the ball come loose on that. It may just be from my point of view, but I definitely didn't see that. But so maybe they'll
third and four.
Let's see what happens from this point.
It looks like they're going to replay the down. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. There were some offsetting penalties there. So
okay, so it kind of works out in our favor.
It does work out. You know, we get a mulligan. So, you know, so like if you're playing the PlayStation, you know, all those penalties mean, you know, it means they get a mulligan.
Exactly. All right, so this time they're going to go with 3 receivers. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Hayes alongside McGee. McGee checking the sideline, make sure he has the play correct. Analyzing the defense. Takes the snap, and he's going to fake the handoff to Hayes, but he's going to keep it himself. He's going to be met after about maybe a 5-yard pickup, met by a Brave defender.
And it's going to bring up 4th down, 4th and 2. A good 2-yard run by McGee on the quarterback keep, but you know, the offensive line is going to have to make some holes.
Yeah, they're going to have to create some lanes. I mean, McGee has the talent to run, but I mean, he's still going to have some type of lane to open up.
Yeah, you're right, Kinsley.
Remind them of their
we really just need to
the guard is going to
hit somebody, keep them at least 5 seconds, you know.
The offensive linemen, they're going to have to maintain their blocks.
Absolutely.
I mean, they have great push off the line, but they're going to maintain, not necessarily hold them, but just keep them away, you know, from the runner or create a running lane.
Absolutely. You know, McGee can compete. We've seen that early. But, you know, it's 5 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the first quarter with the Braves leading 14-7. So giving it back to the Braves, the Tigers need to hold them here and pinpoint them deep with Patrick Little coming on to punt the ball away.
Right, and that defense is the Tiger defense is really going to have to. They're really going to have to step it up with time winding down because you don't want to let the Braves get too far ahead going into halftime.
You're absolutely right. So here's the kick. It's up and away.
Pretty decent kick, and it's looked to be fielded by Chad Moses. Matt Moses is going to break a couple of tackles and cut it up the sideline before he's knocked out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
So the Braves will take over with good field position. Looks like you said, around the 45. And we'll see what the Tigers can do on offense. It's going to be, you're right at about the 46-yard line to be exact. So you were a yard shy. So good honesty.
Not too bad, huh?
Yeah, you're doing a good job. This quarter being brought to you by 601 Graphics.
Okay, so the Braves offense comes out with 2 receivers. They have 3 receivers, and Mitchell. Looks like there's a little confusion on these change there. Mitchell is met by a host of Tigers, so I'm not really sure what happened on that play. Looked like he tried to fake the handoff. The back wasn't sure that he was supposed to take the handoff, so Mitchell tries to take it himself, and then he has 3 Tigers on pursuit of it.
Well, I think the Brave offensive line, you know, it shrunk there real quick.
It's kind of collapsed on him.
It did, and so Mitchell had to decide quick, and so he tried to get outside, but that didn't work because the Tigers were in pursuit of Mitchell, and that caused the Braves a loss of 2 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 12 here.
Yeah, they're going to pretty much keep the same formation. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Mitchell under center.
Quarterback's got
hand it off to his running back. No, Mitchell he keeps the ball, but the defense is not full.
The defense is playing strong, like we just talked about beforehand, and Mitchell didn't gain anything on that play, so it's going to be 2nd and 12 with about 4:20 left to go in the first quarter. The Tigers are sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, and that was great awareness. They've shown really good awareness on this drive so far. Let's hope that continues with about 4 minutes left. in this first quarter.
Double wing, gun.
The Braves are going to come back out. We're going to keep the same
wing
offense.
gun.
2 receivers at the
wing
bottom,
gun.
2 at the top. Mitchell jumps back. He's looking deep. Has Hayes on him deep. He finds a receiver, but he's met by a Tiger defender. He's taken down immediately.
And so Mitchell found it. His guy, it got 12, 13 yards on the pass.
That was tied in Andrew Howard on that reception. So, I mean, he was able to catch the ball, and the defender brought him down immediately.
Logan Hicks.
Pretty good amount of yards to
Logan Hicks.
pick up right there. So,
So
line up again. Same formation.
Logan Hicks.
Checking with the receiver under center. Receiver in motion.
Yes.
He's in motion. He hands it off to Moses, who's in motion, and he breaks free, and he's off to the races again with Jay Jones in pursuit, but he's not going to catch him. A long scamper for another rushing touchdown for the Braves.
yeah, Moses really once he got past the offensive line, he took it to the house and found the crease and went down the seam and got to the end zone in a hurry.
Yeah, so
I know, but
a tough break for the Tigers
try to do what he has to do. The guys
in the
got
fourth
lost.
quarter. So
There's nobody. But here's the
seeing
deal.
what
The
they can
end-
do. Hopefully, they were going to try to keep this game
end-
somewhat
the
competitive.
end- the
and
end
they were
didn't-
doing that in the first couple of drives. And right now, it just seems that the defense is kind of struggling right now. But hopefully, the offense can continue their ways of what they've been doing and keep it and try to get us back in this ball game.
Right. So let's take a break real quick and let's have a commercial break here. And let's hear a word from 601 Graphics. 787977, and they say go Tigers. Hello everybody, Big John here, reminding you that 601 Graphics on 1313 West 6th Street in Laurel, Mississippi is available for your screen printing jobs. You can give them a call at 601-778-7977. They're a family-owned and operated, and their goal is to offer all the graphics that you might need, such as vinyl, press, and sticker banners, monograms, antiques, and screen print. We can do stickers and lettering for your vehicle. So come by and see Miss Kim, and she can get you hooked up and see the other Miss Kim and Brandon and Mr. Tony. They'll be ready to help you again. 601 Graphics, their number is 778-7977, as they say go Tigers.
They just got the ball, too.
Okay, and the kickoff was a little short. They're going to be offsides penalty on the Braves there, Kinsley. So it's going to back them up 5 yards there.
Yeah, well, we'll take whatever yards we can get right about now, just to help keep this game somewhat competitive. But I'm happy to see the Tigers back on offense. I mean, they've really surprised me tonight on offense. I mean, they've done some things that we haven't really seen in a while. So that's really a good thing.
It is. So, there's still a lot of time in this ball game for the Tigers to come in.
And it's a
had
jet
some
call.
tough
He's coming inside.
couple of first drives, but they can still get back in this game.
Oh yeah, the game is not yet lost. I mean, they just had a rough, couple of rough breaks, but hopefully they'll tighten back up and they'll get back into this thing. But the kick is like they're going to go with the onside kick, and it's like the defender almost had the ball, but now the sidelines are discussing who had control of the ball.
My fault. We don't practice that.
And I guess they're gonna give that to the Braves.
That's my fault.
A good bit of trickery, and what do you say?
It's kind of like what we saw in the past, a couple of weeks ago. When they just kicked the onside kick, and I mean they're up, quite a couple of touchdowns. So I'm not really sure, what thought process went into that. But with the score, with the Braves up 21 and the Tigers 7, why they would make such a call like that. But hey, we're not the coaches, so we would never know. But hey.
Well, it's in the first quarter, like Jimmy Johnson used to say, it's our job to stop them, until we can.
That is true. You have to be prepared for whatever.
You have to be prepared.
Right, so the Braves offense going to come out. John Mitchell takes the snap. He tries to hit his receiver, but
There went a vertical.
It just went past the
There went a
receiver's hand. I don't
vertical over
really
there,
think he was
nobody took the
expecting
vertical.
that catch right there.
So, you know, it
Nobody
seems
took
like
the vertical.
the Tigers are a little bit
On the
shell
far
shocked
side
a
of
little
there.
bit, but you know, there's still a lot of time in this game. But you know,
He gonna
the
run
Braves
here.
are a decent team, and you got to play some good football.
Right, and that was Travis
He's
Connor,
gonna run. He's gonna run
who
back
Mitchell
up
was
that
looking
side.
for when he just flung the ball out there, but Travis Connor was not aware of it.
Dive.
So the line back up, like the I formation. They're going to send Moses in motion, trying to run it up the middle, but nothing's happened on that play.
Yeah, they tried to do another dive with Moses.
Third and 10,
and
third and 10.
again, that Brave line shrunk real quick,
30.
and so they couldn't find a hole. And the Tiger defense was able to corral Moses and bring him down to the ground. So
Right, and Moses has been pretty much the only playmaker tonight. So, and that they're really utilizing him.
All right,
They're
double
gonna
slot.
come
double
out in
slot,
that
double slot.
same formation. 2 receivers at the bottom, well, 2 at the top. Mitchell takes the handoff. They're going to fake it. They're going to roll out to his left. He's looking deep. Doesn't see anybody, so he's just going to keep it himself, and he's going to run over a few Tiger defenders and run out of bounds about the 35-yard line.
and so that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Braves. And so it's going to be about 4th and 3 or 4 there. 4th and 2 for the Braves. So it's going to be decision time, Kenton.
Yeah, it's decision time. What do you think they do?
I would probably go for it here.
I will say the same thing. I mean, they've pretty much shown that they can make anything happen with Moses. So I'm going to look for them to go to Moses again on this down. So they're going to get it together right now in the huddle.
Double
Going
slot.
to get at the line.
He's going up top.
And it looks like they're going to
Yeah.
hand it off to Moses again. Moses is going to be met by 3 defenders. So
And it looks like he's going to be short of the 4th down.
Yeah,
It's
he
going to be a
actually was short.
turnover. Okay.
wow, so that was a great job by the Tiger defense.
Yeah, that was. And the Tigers were able to sniff out that play. You know, it's sometimes when you maintain and you contain your
They marked him
you
back.
know,
though. They knocked him back.
your where you're supposed to play and who your man is on this option. You know, you can stop them easy.
Yeah, and that was a great job by Taquan Jasper to just show some aggression and just run up and make that stop right there. That was huge.
Ask
The
kids,
Tigers
we
are
get
going to
the
have to
jet
chip
call.
away.
So
And
Brady
really,
knows
just,
whether he needs
you
to
know,
widen out a
come
little
and
bit.
score here. You know, it's still in the first quarter. It seems like this first half, though. But it is what it is. You know,
with
by
their
the way,
hands down, it's gonna be
Laurel's
hard for them to
trailing
get out
Pedals
there now.
7-0
Oh,
with a
wow.
couple of minutes left in the first quarter.
Okay, well, it's like they're going to have a ball game up there, huh?
Uh-huh.
So they're going to bring out the chain team now.
I don't know what they're
And-
measuring.
Doesn't quite look like they're gonna have it. And nope, there's gonna
No,
be Tiger
it's
ball.
Tiger football.
And I kind of think they could have realized that wasn't. But
well,
you know,
they're at home, Ken. So,
Yeah.
you know, they're going to give the home
Yeah,
team.
no.
Yeah, we'll give the old Roger Rabbit a chance to get the get the first down and see what the measurement is, and also it helps them to know where to put the chains out on the field.
yeah.
Try this.
I
When
thought
they
they were
get
going to go
double
as far as
A,
pulling the
belly in,
index
stand
card
up
out and doing it.
Right.
No shade intended on that one.
Give them a chance on the jet. Well, they can't get out
Okay,
there,
so the
coach.
Tigers
Their
going to
handle
come out
down.
on offense now after that huge stop by Taquan Jasper on defense.
That's what I'm talking about.
They're going to come out with
In other words, he
4
stands up a
receivers.
little bit.
They're going to send
That way
Hayes
he
in
can see a
motion.
little bit and can widen a
McGee
little
takes
bit.
his balls, going to roll out to his right, looking deep, and he lets it go. And he finds Jay Jones, who catches it just before he steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Listen, McGee was rolling out. Was rolling out. Jay was coming out to the sideline, tosses it. Wasn't a pretty pass. It was more like a quack, a duck flying in there. But
They
give
can't do it with their
McGee
hand on the
credit
ground.
and give Jones credit for the 1-2 connection.
And while on that play, you got to give McGee credit because he let that ball go just in time. Because, another second longer, it would have been a sack. And then you have to give Jay Jones credit because he caught that ball and tiptoed it just so he could get that yards.
You got that right.
That was great job by 2 great athletes on that. They're going to keep the same formation. McGee analyzing the defense, the waste the snap. He hands it off. He fakes the handoff. He takes it himself. He's going to cut it out left field, breaks the tackle. He's going to try to reverse field. and still gained about 5 yards after that.
What a
carry,
great
so, wow.
athletic run by